Welcome to the Tony D. Now Show. Nothing could be finer than to sing in Carolina. Won't you join me? Nothing could be finer than to play in Carolina. Won't you play for me? Carolina talent is what the show's about. If you're from Carolina, you are going to shout. Hey, nothing could be finer than to sing in Carolina. Won't you join me? Nothing could be finer than to play in Carolina. Won't you play for me? The Tony D. Now Show on Access 21. Televised in Charlotte, we'll be having fun. Nothing could be finer than to play in Carolina. Won't you play for me? Welcome to the Tony D. Now Show. Tonight's special guest, Michael Spurlin and Company. I want you to know we had to go to the foothills of Carolina to find this gentleman. And I know you're going to enjoy him. Don't turn that dial. Nothing could be finer than to sing in Carolina. Won't you join me? Nothing could be finer than to play in Carolina. Won't you play for me? Carolina talent is what it's all about. If you're from Carolina, you're gonna want to shout. Hey, nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina. Won't you play for me? Play it now, baby. Hey. 2, 3, 4.
Remember when our eyes were full of wonder? There's something new with every single day. Playing hard and laughing in the sunshine. Build a debt you don't intend to pay. But no one else was ever bolder to free our world of something older. Never have to hear old soldiers say, it's all about you and how you feel.
It's all about you.
Nothing else is real.
It's all about you.
You're such a big deal.
It's all about you.
Yeah, we all know it's true. 'Cause it's all about you. The railroad ties roll on and on forever, and every train is going your way. There is never any need for reflection. Utopia is just one stop away. But your career is going nowhere. A world of debt is all you show for working while your family has to say.
It's all about you.
And how you
It's
feel.
all about you.
Nothing else is real.
It's all about you.
You're such a big deal.
It's all about you.
Yeah, we all know it's true. 'Cause it's all about you.
It's all about you.
and what you want.
It's all about you.
Hey, there's no other point.
It's all about you.
So go smoke another joint.
It's all about you.
Yeah, we all know it's true. 'Cause it's all about you. So now your kids stare blankly through your teardrops as you wonder, where did I go wrong? And somewhere deep inside you hear the echoes fade away to your old favorite song. Well, you blame the teachers and the dealers, but you're the one who could have reached her. Listen, and you might just hear her say,
It's all about you.
and your sacrifice.
It's all about you.
And you're so damn nice.
It's all about you.
You paid such a price.
It's all about you.
We know that's not true, 'cause it's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you. Yes, it's all about you. Lord, I'm trying to find some peace, and all I find inside my soul is just another crease. And I say, why? Whoa, why? If this goes on much longer, said the wolf to the lamb, I'll find it hard to care, I'll find it hard to give a damn. Your teeth tear so sharply and you're vicious with your tongue, and I thought that love was a beautiful thing back when I was young. And I say, why? Oh, why? Well, you're hot and then you're cold, you laugh and then you cry, and happiness is one thing that I can't even buy, 'cause you're vicious. Mama, you're so mean to me. I think you're vicious. Mama, you're just mean to me. If this goes on much longer, said the wolf to the lamb, I'll find it hard to care, I'll find it hard to give a damn. Your teeth tear so sharply and you're vicious with your tongue. I thought that love was a beautiful thing way back when I was young. And I say, why? Whoa, why? Well, you're hot and then you're cold, you laugh and then you cry. Happiness is one thing that I can't even buy, 'cause you're vicious. better from the beast. I don't know who I'm sorry for, the wolf or the beast. For the beast is finally over, though he quivers and still kicks. Wolf has got another wound she has got to lick, and I say, why? Oh, why? Well, you're hot and then you're cold, you laugh and then you cry. Happiness is the one thing that I can't even buy, 'cause you're vicious. Mama, you're so mean to me. You're vicious. Mama, you're just mean to me. Here we go.
Okay, here we are at the Tony D. Now Show, and I want to thank before we go any further. Okay, I want to thank Mr. John Martini Martin for finding these boys. He told me he had to go way up in the mountains and come back down, and he was on a trail, and to find these guys who were like halfway up a mountain somewhere in North Carolina, and. I'm really happy to have them, and I mean, the two songs they did so far have been really great. Michael Spiral, they call you Spiral, right?
Spiral, yes, sir.
Michael Spiral Spurlin, and I'm going to ask you to introduce the two fellows you brought along.
All right. This gentleman over here is playing the bass guitar. That Rickenbacker is that's Mr. Mike Owens, a longtime friend of mine. Many years we grew up, went to grammar school together, etc. And this guy here, we call him the Kid. His name is Tommy Holland, and he's a guitar player extraordinaire and likes to hang out with old guys, I guess.
All right. Let me ask you, I can call you Spurlin?
Sure.
Okay.
You bet.
Okay. How'd you get that name?
The Spiral name? Well, I had a friend, this was in the 70s or 69 or somewhere in there, who wanted to tease me about Spiro T. Agnew all the time. And
Okay.
One night he was trying to call me Spiro, and he said Spiral. And everybody in the crowd said, "That's great. Spiral it is."
Okay.
That's how it happened.
Okay. What was the first instrument you started playing?
I started playing piano. My mother forced me into it as a child. It was a sacrifice for our family. She paid for music lessons for me, piano, and that was the first instrument I ever played when I was probably about 8 years old, I would guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 8 years old.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. And you've been playing ever since. What brought you to the guitar?
Well, I played band instruments and things like that through grammar school and high school, and when it came time for me to go off to college, I just figured I had to have a guitar. You had to go off to college and take a guitar with you, and I wanted to be Bob Dylan at that time, so I bought a guitar and went off to college and learned how to play it, and been playing guitar mostly ever since.
Okay. What the two songs that you did earlier? Okay, you wrote both of those songs.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
And I heard you telling the camera crew something about lions and zebras or something.
Well,
tell us about that.
The song that's titled "Vicious," I always introduce it as a tender love song, and I actually wrote it one night, or got the idea to write it while I was watching a National Geographic show on TV where these lions brought down a zebra and started tearing into it and eating it, and it was of course still alive, and they didn't just break its neck, and the zebra was kicking and whatnot, and for some reason that translated into a tender love song for me.
Okay. Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
You're going to do a couple of songs while we're sitting here, and I think the first one is going to be about marriage or something.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's going to be a little song called "Married for Money."
Married for Money. Okay. Can we get right into that?
Sure,
Right now?
you bet we can. Well, she once knew a young boy, but that was long ago. And though he never had a lot, he seemed to love her so. But that just wouldn't cut it, so soon she let him know. The man who gets to marry me is gonna have a lot of dough. She married for money, and man, she's got a lot. But the thing that she needs most now is a thing that she's not got. Warm summer kisses, someone to call a friend, and someone who will be there for you right up till the end. Well, her doctor seemed so solemn as he stood there by her bed, and when she offered him more money, he just sadly shook his head. He asked if there was someone or a will that might be read, and as the tears rolled down her face, this is what she said: I'm married for money, and man, I've got a lot, but the thing that I need most now is the thing that I've not got. Warm summer kisses, someone to call a friend, and someone who will be there for you right up till the end. Oh, but she can't live without it, or so she seemed to think. And now there's a hole in her treasure ship, and it's about to sink.
Kid, play it, kid.
He stood off by himself as they laid her in the ground, and no one even noticed him. He was from another town. But the prayer he uttered that day, though it never made a sound, lets him carry in his heart still that thing she never found. She married for money, and man, she's got a lot, but the thing that she needs most now is the thing that she's not got. Warm summer kisses, someone to call a friend, and someone who will be there for you right up till the end. Well, she can't live without it, or so she seemed to think. And now there's a hole in her treasure ship, and it's about to sink. She
married for money.
She married for money. She married for money. She married for money.
Very good, very good.
Thank you.
That was great. Who were your musical influences?
Well, when I was a kid, the country music was the only thing that we had in the house, other than Ed Sullivan Show, Jackie Gleason, a wide variety of music. And then when I started playing piano, I got you know, a wider influence of music, but Elvis Presley, and then that fateful night on Ed Sullivan's Show when the Beatles showed up, that changed everything.
It sure did.
And I think influences continue to pop up, you know, all along during your life, but they change constantly too.
That's about. You just told my story, really. I remember when Elvis showed up. I was so jealous of him, man. He had all the girls.
Oh yeah.
You feel the same way?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that was awful.
Yeah, it was.
Now it's Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy's got all the
The
girls.
kid, right?
Yeah,
The
the kid.
Okay.
Really.
Okay. You spent a few years, I understand, in South Dakota.
Yes, sir.
What was that like? What was the music like out there?
Well, it was different. Of course, the time when I was out there was during the terrible dead late years of the 80s and early 90s. So the older music that we played was more accepted. And the most amazing thing to me was that every week you would play a wedding dance. The Lutherans out there, every time somebody gets married, they have a wedding dance, and you have got to play 4 polkas, or you're not going to get to play. Mm-hmm. And so I had to learn polka. I had never thought I would play a polka in my life. And you also had to have 4 or 5 or 6 slow songs, you know, like Neil Sedaka, slow songs for them to dance to, the wedding couple and the parents and their parents. And so, and I didn't realize it until I got out there, but they had a strong bluegrass scene out there. There was a band that was quite famous called the Red Willow Band that played Texas swing and bluegrass, kind of a, you know, back and forth between that, and it was very popular, wildly popular out there.
Okay, ready to do another song?
Sure, we can do another.
What you going to do?
We're going to do a little thing called Think What You're Doing. And this is a little anthem, if you will, to the younger generation about carrying on with and thinking about what they're doing and what they need to do to keep music and all that good stuff alive. Think what you're doing before you start to go. You're tearing down things that you don't know. We're standing on a hill or we're walking down the street. Our paths always cross, girl, but we never meet. You wanna help, girl, you got to be strong. But please don't hum the music if you don't know the song. I am free. Hey, look at me. 'Cause you're much too young and you don't know what's going on. I know that I upset you and I made you cry, but I've been around a long time and I'm gonna die. And after I'm gone you will be the one. But if you don't know where it's at, child, it won't be done.
music if you don't know the song. I am free. Hey, look at me. 'Cause you're much too young and you don't know what's going on. Well, you can leave or you can stick around, 'cause there's a fire that's a burning, Lord, it don't make a sound. There's a whole lot of learning that can do some good. There's some mighty fine folks who need to be understood. You wanna help, girl, you got to be strong, but please don't hum the music if you don't know the song. I am free. Hey, look at me. 'Cause you're much too young and you don't know what's going on. Yeah, I am free. Hey, look at me. I said you're much too young and you don't know what's going on. I say you're much too young and you don't know what's going on.
Very nice, very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
Baby, you don't have to take that walk all by yourself. Honey, you don't have to stand alone. You can have some help. 'Cause when the night comes closing in around you and there's no one home, and the demons of the darkness are calling, wanna take you along. Well, ain't it good just to know you got a friend, someone to walk with you till the end, someone who'll open each and every door, someone who'll never ask you for more than you got to give. When the dogs of the universe are scratching, trying to get in,